Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure that all notifications are on so you never miss out on any of my videos. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the video, or into this build because we're already in the video. Oh my gosh. But anyway, this build is coming to you from Lilsimsie's new shell challenge that she just came out with, I believe, yesterday. Well, I'm gonna correct myself here. She came out with it on Thursday. Today is Friday, but you probably won't see this until like Monday. So yeah, so she came out with it not too long ago, and I decided to go ahead and do the shell challenge because I've never done a shell challenge before. This is my first time doing a shell challenge, and I think I did a pretty okay job, especially because the house was made on a diagonal, so it was a little difficult trying to figure out the floor plan, but I think I did a pretty decent job, and hopefully that you guys like it. It is a really funky floor plan because of the way that it's shaped. Every room has a weird shape to it. I couldn't help it. Just the way that the house was laid out, and everyone kind of knows how difficult it is to build on a diagonal. So it was challenging, but I was able to do it. I think I did it. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy it. And the inspiration from it, I knew that I wanted to do like a Southampton's inspired house, and that's why I used like the curved roofs, as you can see here in the front. I actually have there's a few bump outs that have this roof style on it, but yeah, you can see here from the front, this is the kind of roof style that I went for, and yeah, it came out looking so cute. I'm so excited for you guys to see the end result because this house is really cute. It did challenge me a lot to like go out of my comfort zone, especially with the floor plan and decorating the house, because it is such a funky shape, but it's such an interesting looking house because of the way it's laid out. It gives the house a lot of character, and I really liked the way it came out. Now I want to talk about the shell challenge just a little bit more because Lilsimsie made it very interesting this time around. She basically was talking about how cowplants don't get the love that they deserve in The Sims 4. So, and I completely agree with her. I do think that cowplants should get a lot more love, and there should be a lot more things revolving cowplants. I mean, like, cowplants is one of my favorite things from The Sims. I think that they're so cool looking and funky looking, and I don't know, they're just interesting to take care of. And every time that I play it, I always end up growing a cowplant. I always try to, at least, and I always end up with a whole bunch of them, like a little family of them. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but you can't actually name them. You can't name them at all, which is weird, right? Because they're alive, and like you keep them around like a pet almost, right? They're like a live plant. I mean, I name my plants. I mean, you should be able to name the cow plants, right? So this whole thing is based off of getting justice for the cow plants. That's silly as that sounds, I am for it. So we're basically going to be using the hashtag justice for cowplants on the Sims gallery, and hopefully it trends. And hopefully EA will listen and allow us to finally name our cowplants, because that would be cool if I could just have, like, you know, a little family of cowplants. I mean, I already like named them on my own, but I want to be able to do that in the game, instead of just like pretending that, like, oh, this is your name, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's why we're participating in this shell challenge, not only because of that, but also because I actually wanted to challenge myself with a shell challenge. Like, I've never done one before, this is my first time, and with being my first time, I wanted to do something special. I'm now realizing that kind of sounds really wrong, but I swear my mind is out of the gutter, okay? And get yours out of the gutter too, okay? I know you're thinking about it too. But anyway, I hope that EA does listen and give us the ability to name our Cowplants in the future, because that would be very, very cool. EA, if you're listening, please let us do this, please. I am begging you. It would be so nice. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to like the build itself, and right now we're just doing some landscaping. I kept it very simple, and I used these rugs that kind of look like stones almost. I can't remember what pack they came from, but anyway, I definitely used those to like do a little pathway because I thought that would be really cute to do, and I added a fountain over in the front, and I just, you know, try to cover up like the edges of the house with some landscaping. I personally like to landscape all around the house. Like, I don't know how anybody else does their landscaping, but personally, like, I like putting hedges everywhere. I don't know why. In The Sims it just looks a lot better. I know, like, in real life that's not really a thing that people do, but in The Sims it makes the house look a lot better if you just like put some hedges around it and stuff, rather than leaving it plain with like the foundation exposed. I don't know, that's just me personally. I don't know if I already mentioned that this house is kind of inspired by like a Southampton house, and the people that I kind of imagined living in here were probably maybe like a older couple who has a very spoiled grandchild, and they have this house that's only 2 bedrooms. Yes, I only was able to fit 2 bedrooms in here because the floor plan upstairs was a nightmare to figure out, so I only was able to make 2 bedrooms. But I also added a play area as well for their grandchild, their very, very, very spoiled grandchild, because this kid has a lot of stuff. I mean, you will see later on when we get to like the play area and their bedroom, you'll see like how spoiled this kid is. Like, they have their own little play area, and even inside their bedroom there's like a little like hidden nook area that I put in there. I thought it was so cute. And yeah, right now we're currently in the kitchen, and this has to be probably my favorite part of the build. I did share a photo with you guys yesterday, Thursday, which won't be yesterday once you finally watch this video because you'll probably see it on Monday. But on Thursday I went ahead and shared a photo of the kitchen on my Twitter, and I had such good reactions, and this is honestly my favorite part of the build. I mean, I'm probably gonna say that for every single build, to be honest, because the kitchen's always my favorite. I love kitchens, and I love making them look cozy and big, and this is like literally a dream kitchen for me. I wish that my kitchen, when I have my own house, looks like this. So yeah. I also swapped out that table with a round table instead, and I love the way the round table looks. I have been wanting to use a round table in my builds, but I never can fit one in, because they're just so like large and they're kind of hard to fit, you know, in places. But I was excited that I was finally able to use, how many times can I say the word finally? I was excited that I got to finally use that table, that round table, and I think that one came from Cats and Dogs. Oh my god, don't rely on me when it comes to like information about packs, because I have all of them and I never pay attention to what items from which pack. I just kind of just grab it and like use it, and never kind of like mentally clicks like, oh, this item's from this pack and that item's from that pack. So I'm sorry if I give you like misinformation. I'm gonna try to be as accurate as I can. but I'm not good at knowing like what items are from what specific packs. I have like some items that are like my favorite items that I kind of use often. I'll kind of have an idea of which pack they come from, but I have a terrible memory. I cannot keep up with that information. But there's the white table. Like I said, I kind of paired it with these cute white chairs. I didn't even know we had those chairs. I'm very excited that we do. So many new ideas popping up in my head. Yeah. By the way, you guys, if you guys do want to know where a specific item comes from, you can always comment down below and ask me like, hey, where is that item from? And I will definitely reply to you and let you know where to get it. And yeah, I will be able to help you with that. But while I'm doing like the voiceover, I'm not able to figure it out. It's not gonna come to me right away. I'm gonna have to like take the time to, you know, go into the game and figure it out for you. So if you have questions like that, you can go ahead and let me know. I'll definitely answer any questions that you guys have, and that goes for anything, by the way. You can ask me any kind of questions about the game or what I do, or you know, any like advice, tips, whatever. Go ahead and ask me. I will make sure to answer. You can always hit me up on Twitter or here on YouTube down in the comments. But anyway, we are now in the living room, and for like the rest of the style of this house, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I kind of went with a very like plain Jane theme, black, white, neutral colors. I just figured, you know, the grandparents live here. They keep their place looking really nice. By the way, that divider that I used on the wall, I actually got that idea from Vixella, another big YouTube person in the Sims community. If you don't know who she is, definitely check her out because I love her channel. And she's from Texas like me, so hey girl. But I saw her use that divider as like you know, up against the wall in one of her builds, and I just had to do that in this one. I had to do it. Also, I had to use that fish tank. I never use fish tanks in any of my builds, and I figured, why not in this one? Might as well put in a fish tank. This child's very, very spoiled, and yeah, I think I just went on a tangent. I don't even remember originally what I was supposed to be talking about. I think, oh, just the style of this house in general. I don't know, very neutrals, except for like the play area and the kids room. So I think that is the only colorful areas, is just those two. And I did add in a lot of skill building items for, you know, the kid, obviously, of course, and for the grandparents. I included a lot of stuff throughout the build. You're gonna have to forgive me too for overusing that specific plant there on the screen. It is my favorite plant out of all of the ones that we have for household plants. That is my favorite one, and I think that one's from it's from Dine Out. Oh my god, like I said before, do not rely on me on these things, but it is my favorite plant. It is the cutest one, and I put it everywhere in this build, so I am sorry. If we had more options, I'd be able to like obviously use different plants, but we don't have a whole lot of options when it comes to like indoor plants and household plants. So for now, you're just gonna have to deal with me using like the same plant over and over again because I have no choice. EA, listen, we need more plants. I love clutter items. I think we definitely deserve more. Okay, we definitely don't have enough. We need more. We need more plants and we need more candles. Two big things we need. Plants and candles. Yeah, as you can see where my like priorities are at. Not only that, but I'm obsessed with plants and candles in real life as well, so you know, yeah, there's that too. We are finishing off the play area downstairs, and I thought this play area came out really cute. I put a desk for them to do their homework at. I have a little seating area to read. They have that llamas game to play, and then they have the fish tank, which I think it's really cool because I used to have a fish tank when I was younger, and I used to love looking at the fish tanks, and I had one of like the big ones. Like my parents had one of those like giant ones that kind of go against the wall, and like I mean, I can't really like tell you how big it was. I mean, I was like probably like 4 years old, so like anything to me at that age probably looked humongous, to be honest. But I think it was a like a pretty decent like 20 tank, you know, fish tank, and it was cool, and I used to love it a lot. So I think that this one kid in this build will have a whole lot of fun having those fishes. Anyway, we're going on into the laundry room area. I like to call this the mud room. If you guys don't know what a mudroom is, in most houses there'll be what's called a mudroom, and usually it'll be kind of like the laundry area or like the area that's like by the back door, or it'll either be like by the back door, by the garage, or by the front door somewhere. And either somewhere like where you're gonna like leave in and out of the house basically. And that area, so that way you can come off, take off your shoes, make sure that you're not like dragging dirt into the house. That's basically what a mudroom is. Like you take off your muddy shoes before you go into the house. And if you didn't know, now you know. I also added a half bath in there. If you don't know what a half bath it just is, and basically just means that it's a bathroom without a bathtub or a shower in it. It's just a sink and a toilet. So I went ahead and I added that in there as well. So that is the half bath that is downstairs that is available for everybody to use. And yeah, so there is another bathroom upstairs that does have a shower and bathtub combo, so you won't even have to worry about like not having a bathtub in the house, because I know when you have like toddlers or kids in the house you have to have a bathtub in order for them to like bathe. So I went ahead and made sure I added a bathtub and shower combo. But yes, there is another functional bathroom upstairs, not to worry. But I like how this one area came out. It's really nice. I added a little chair in there, and yeah, so now we are back outside into the front porch, and I just added a few things here and there just to like make it look cuter and more lived in. You know, some things to sit down at, and a lot of plants. I put a lot of plants. I figured that the grandmother was really into planting, and you'll see later in the backyard I do end up putting a few planters with like the flower arrangement table. I love using that table, and I love gardening in The Sims. I think it's a lot of fun, and I figured, you know, well, grandma doesn't like to garden, right? So I went ahead and added that for her to do. So, quick gameplay tip, if you haven't already like tried to do gardening in The Sims, I definitely suggest it, because it is a great way to bring in money, especially if you're not the kind of person to cheat your money like I am. You can use gardening as a really great way of income for your Sims, and especially if you get them up to like, I think it's level 8 is when you get to supercell everything. And if you have a lot of fruits or flowers or vegetables, whatever you're planting, if you have a lot of it, you can supercell it, and that will end up like giving you like thousands of simoleons. So definitely try gardening for sure, because it could get you a lot of simoleons in the game. Although you can't like necessarily like farm, so like for example, if you wanted to do just like a bunch of apple trees, it is really hard to keep up a lot of those trees. Like if you're gonna have like 20 of them, it's gonna take your sim all day to like go and harvest. So I do suggest, if you are gonna do this, not to like try to make like a full-on farm of produce or plants or whatever. Just kind of have like a few planters. I think maybe 4 at most would be like good enough to get you like 2,000 to 3,000 simoleons like every other week or whatever. So yeah, I am honestly still waiting for the day that they give us a farming pack, because that would be amazing if we were able to like build our own farms and like actually have a farm of vegetables or fruits, or just have like a whole you know, farm of just flowers. I don't know if there's flower farms or if those are actually a thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, but I think that it would be really cool if we did ended up getting a pack like that, and I think that they are releasing a new expansion pack. Not only an expansion pack, but I think they're also doing a game pack and a stuff pack, and I think the stuff pack is the knitting pack that everyone's been voting on more recently. I just recently saw that I think it went through like their third stage of votes or something like that, so I think we're definitely gonna get that pack pretty soon. But they did say that we are getting something that we're not expecting, or something that the community hasn't been talking about when it comes to the game packs and the expansion pack. So I'm kind of excited, but I'm really hoping deep down that it is a farming pack, because I want farm animals. I want a farm. Like, I want to be able to build my own farm and have horses and pigs and chickens. And yeah, I think that if the Sims team is able to make pets, I'm pretty sure you would be able to make a chicken. Why not, right? I don't know. Who else wants a chicken in The Sims? I do. Well, to be honest, I want a chicken in real life too. Like, or multiple chickens, I should say. I want a farm. Like, the dream is to have a farm eventually with like little farm animals. Maybe not horses, because they're kind of like expensive and hard to take care of, but I do want some pigs, some chickens, and you know, just a farm. I just want a farm. Sims, give me a farm. Anyway, I know I went on a weird tangent there about farms, but you know, I'm passionate, I can't help it. But anyway, this is the upstairs area. I didn't really know what to do with this area, so I added a desk and a computer, some more bookshelves. I just figured that the grandparents who were living here like to read a lot, and they have their own little space there to like sit down and read a book if they want to. And this balcony area is also probably one of my other favorite areas in the house. It is so beautiful. As soon as you see the screenshots, I don't know if my camera points the direction over to like where I put like the easel and stuff, but the view is so beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you want to paint a picture out there? So I decided that was the perfect place to put an easel. See, as you can see, I was trying to make it to where you could see the view, but I don't think I was able to pull it off, but you will see it in the screenshots, and it's beautiful. And I would love to have an area like that in my future home. A little nice little lounge area. I love it. It's so nice. It's so cozy. I feel like I could be out there for hours just like lounging around. But anyway, moving on, we're moving on to the bathroom. This bathroom was very challenging to figure out because I didn't know how to fit everything in there, but I did my best. I don't think that there's a whole lot of like storage room for like but then again, like, the Sims don't need a storage room, right? Like, every time that I am building, I always think about like realistically what the bathroom or the room would look like. And when it comes to bathrooms, for my own personal taste, like, I have to have storage room because I'm a hoarder. I like to oh, that sounds so sad. I like to just keep a lot of things in my bathroom, but so I need a lot of storage space, and like I'm always thinking about that when like I'm building like bathrooms for The Sims. So like when I end up putting like a sink, just a sink, I feel so bad, but at the same time, The Sims don't need storage space because they're The Sims. So but I like to like base my builds around like realistic looking houses. That's why I think that way. I don't know, I can't help it. This is a bedroom. Super simple. The bedrooms are very weird shapes. They're like triangles, so I couldn't really fit anything in there. So I made the bedrooms like very simple. I put a dresser, a mirror, a bed, and a carpet, I think, and that was it. A carpet. Oh my god, a rug. Brittany, it's called a rug, not a— well, I guess it's made out of carpet material, but it's a rug. Two different things. And again, with that plant, I can't help it with the plants. I love that specific plant. I think that one plant is like maybe in here like 10 times, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, not a whole lot in the bedrooms, but I figured there doesn't really need to be a whole lot in your bedroom anyway, especially when you have all of these other lounge areas in your house. Like, they have the playroom area, they have the living room, the backyard, and that lounge area upstairs. Oh, they have like multiple lounge areas in this house, so yeah, I don't think that they're gonna be spending a whole lot of time in their bedrooms anyway. Anyway, but we are moving on because I don't want to get into another tangent. This is the area that I was talking about earlier in the kids' bedroom. I thought that was a really cute like nook space area, and I like built a wall there so that way it could kind of feel like more of like a, I don't know how you would explain it. It's like a little safe space for the kid, you know what I mean? So like they can go in there, it's a little hiding spot or like secret spot, and I just made it super cozy, put a little chair in there, a side table, and I figured that if they just wanted to kind of get away from everybody, they could just go in there and sit down and chill with themselves and have a good time with their toys. And I didn't really do a whole lot of decorating. Like I said, the rooms were really weirdly shaped, so I just did what I could. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I do have to end this video now, but make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And thank you so much for watching again, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!